Phil Kohler, are you ready and willing to give up your life for
I want to fight
for the Terran Republic?
I want to fight for my country and for what I believe in, for freedom.
It's not a country. I think it's like a space conglomerate. Booyah! SMG bullets right in your grill.
Nice.
Got that guy. And then I need to get Sergeant Suck One back to life because he's an important contributor to our...
Don't let Suck One die.
Is our important member of our battlefield efforts. This is PlanetSide 2 on PlayStation 4, which is currently in beta, if you couldn't tell by that very subtle watermark in the top left corner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's drop this guy. Yes. Okay. Phil, before we get started, have you played any PlanetSide 1 or 2 before ever in your your life?
I have not. I've always been interested in these games, but intimidated by them because it's a big, scary war out there. This is the first time they've been on console, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think the original PlanetSide ever made it on, but this is this is coming to PlayStation 4 with a few changes, interface changes. Right now I'm playing in the tutorial island area. There's like a continent that you play on until you get to level 15. Let's see if I can. Boop. Yep. Just sort of relearning the ropes because I didn't play that much PlanetSide 2 either after my review went up. And a lot of things have changed. I would say in general it's a much more accessible game, but I thought I'd do a video just sort of, he's doing a little dance to taunt the people outside. So we hold this base right now. We are the red team, the Terran Republic. Right now we're being sieged by the new conglomerate, which is the blue and gold team. And we are trying to hold them off from the different capture points, and we're doing a piss poor job of it because you can see A, B, and C are all three held by the blue team, and they are going to capture this installation in 2 minutes and 42 seconds and some change.
How many sides are there in the game? Because there's more than just two, right?
There are three. Okay. And I think in this video, I actually, when I'm not just like hanging out my spawn point and murdering everybody who enters my field of vision, there is a point in this video I think where one of our installations gets attacked by two other entities, and that can be pretty tricky. Did pretty well that run, I thought, with that life. So this is in beta, and there's some stuff that's like kind of whack about it still, which I will point out when we see it. But broad strokes, the game takes place on a giant map. Over 1,000 people can be fighting on one continent at once, and battles are totally seamless. You can run from one area to the other to try and help out the war effort. You can only capture areas that are attached to the areas that you already control. So that's kind of how they control the flow of the battlefield. There's somebody doing a hovering breakdance maneuver. There are 6 different classes in the game that you can purchase weapons for, and different helpful items that you can use. Each weapon has different attachments that you can purchase and customize using cert points.
Oh yeah, so this is a free-to-play joint, right?
It is a free-to-play joint. You earn cert points every, I think, 250 experience points you get. You get cert points, so you'll get a lot of them. All of these only cost 1 cert point, which I don't know if that's a beta thing or if these are just like super cheap things, but a lot of like the new equipment costs like upwards of 100, so that'll take you a while to get to. You can have a premium membership, a premium station membership, which increases the amount of experience that you get and the amount of cert points that you get on a daily basis. And you are constantly shown like how much experience you could be getting every time you die if you have one of those memberships. There's a max unit, which is a heavily armored unit. So there are maxes, there are ground vehicles, which could be like an ATV or a tank. And there are aerial vehicles, which could be super fast recon units or these super heavy troop carriers. And all of those cost resources, and the more territory you control, the more resources your faction pulls down, and the more stuff you can use. There are other benefits to controlling different areas as well.
Can anyone in the faction spend those resources?
Yeah, you're not spending them from a pool. You get like an automatic allotment of them every so often. I forget what the tick rate is. Here I'm playing as a combat medic, which is my favorite class and always kind of has been, just because I'm better at supporting people than I am at shooting people to death. Captured this.
Yeah, I've always said that about you.
Yeah, well, I'm a giver, you know? I'm a selfless individual.
Yeah.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm
you're damn near perfect.
I'm a saint, basically. This is the PlanetSide 2 experience, though. I really want to get in this Sunderer to travel with these people, but
please come back.
Please, no.
Don't leave me behind.
Please, God, no. But no, they gone. So yeah, there's different classes. There's heavy assaults, which have a personal shield they can deploy to help them be a little bit more survivable, but they're very slow. There are light assaults, which have a jetpack, which comes in handy in, there are smaller installations that just have one capture point, but tons of shield barriers that keep infantry and vehicles out. And the way that you break them is by jetpacking over the wall into the installation and as a light assault taking out the shield generators. Sure. So those have a specific role. There are engineers that get their own turrets that they can pop down at any point and give people ammo. There you see that yellow bar is how much experience you could be getting. If only you were a legit member. There are some, I think, secondary items, and there's some secondary items.
A weed
and some
farm there? What's going on there?
Yeah, I'm all about that Hydra. Happy 420, everybody. There's some aesthetic items and some secondary items, I believe. I've never purchased anything in the game before that you can purchase with real life money in addition to those memberships. Sure. But for the most part, like, I don't know, I think it strikes up a fairly fair arrangement with the model. And I don't know, I'm a big fan. We talked about this when we checked out Neverwinter on Xbox One a couple weeks ago. Like, I'm a big fan of free-to-play console MMOs. Yeah. Because like stuff like Neverwinter and really PlanetSide 2 is a pretty fun, massive online game to pick up and play, and not having the onus of a membership fee hanging over your head like ensures that you will keep it around. This is my favorite thing about the game, and this is like still super small scale. There's not that many people playing the beta, and this is the beginner area, so like the battles aren't huge. They can get enormous, and when you start doing some teamwork, like the game just like completely takes off. There's a really nice squad-based system in the game that I was not able to get going in this beta just because I couldn't find enough people to squad up with. But like rolling into a new area with like 40 people and different vehicles and, you know, flying recon ships doing, you know, supporting strafing runs while infiltrators go stealth and go into like sabotage enemy tanks and shit. Like, the game is capable of like creating some scenarios that even like big shooters like the Battlefield series can't really pull off. There are some like,
even just by nature of having a persistent world, you know, like that does change things.
A persistent world that balances itself fairly well. If you're in a faction that doesn't have as many people, they give you a few small benefits to help compensate for it. Now, this is a beta, and this is one issue I had. Oh, sweet, I'm going to get in this Viper tank and just, like, mow shit down. And wait, I'm underground?
I'm
underground.
Isn't where you wanted
it's not where I wanted to spend, like, all of my resources making this tight-ass tank. So, unfortunately, I gave up on it.
Just shoot your way out.
I thought that, Phil, and I tried, but it didn't work. You get a little marker showing you where your tank is at any time after you've spawned it, and as you can see, it is...
It's deep underground.
Deep underground. And so then I got into some, like, little old lady who swallowed a fly shit and was like, well, I'll just get my ATV, and then maybe it'll... No, now my ATV's down there, too.
It's with the tank.
So this is, like, my dope garage, and I've just protected my vehicles down there. So yeah, this is a beta. I've run into like a lot of problems like this, and I think some other folks have too. I don't know when the actual official release date for PlanetSide 2 is, but they have to iron that stuff out because it's it's really bad.
It seems to be like it's running really well, which is always my concern with an MMO on consoles. Like, can it actually run well?
Yeah, I haven't run into like any frame rate issues, but again, I haven't like played with that many people because it's still in beta. But yeah, this is PlanetSide 2. Hopefully they can iron out the subterranean tank problems, and this will be pretty solid when it finally drops.